Hey, this is Buke from the Metalheads podcast, and it is August 20th, and it's GWARBQ 2016 day. The other members of the pod have elected to sit out this year and attend Black Sabbath tomorrow. But GWARBQ has become a can't-miss event for me. So I have brought one of the unofficial members in the background supporting the pod on the street team, in a sense. Stephanie, my wife. Steph, how are you?
I'm doing good. Now that we got out of the traffic on 95.
Yeah, we left Maryland at... quickly, people don't care about traffic. But we left Maryland at like 8:30 or so. We're cruising down, and hit the massive traffic on 95. So a quick couple-hour trip is turned into 4 hours or so. It's 11:30 now. We'll probably get there about 12. Missed some of the opening bands. Missed Ramming Speed. But this year's lineup is a little bit... GWAR has always been a band that appeals to punk people, appeals to metalheads. This year's bill is a little bit light on the metal bands, with Ramming Speed, I Hate God, Phil Anselmo's filling in for I Hate God today. Lamb of God is the headliners, and GWAR. So, there's other acts. Dillinger Escape Plan, Against Me, Lagwagon, August Burns Red. So there's, other, of course. So, forget where I was saying. I apologize. The batteries died. Unprofessional of me. But again, like I was saying before, this year's GWARBQ, it's a little light on the metal bands. So this is a metal podcast, and of course I'm a metalhead. I'm just making a fun day of it because, like we've said the previous years, GWARBQ, if you've never made it down to Richmond and Haddad's Lake, the past couple years they have done the pre-barbecue, before barbecue, where they have the Summer Slaughter bands and tour come through and play, and that happened last night. And of course that was all metal bands, but I didn't attend that. But it's a fun day of events at the lake. Tons of different vendors, tattoo artists, skate park. 3 different stages going of constant music, great food, the GWAR beer. So it's this for me is a can't miss event. I love covering it. I rave about it every year. So personally, my highlights, what I'm looking forward to most this year, with 3 metal bands. Unfortunately, traffic being what it was, like I mentioned, we're not going to see Ramming Speed.
In 1 mile, turn left.
That's my GPS. Thank you, Waze. But, of course, GWAR. Yeah, GWAR just... I love every single second they're on stage. They're so fun. And, of course, Lamb of God. They're one of my favorite bands. The energy that they play with on stage every time, very few bands can match that, in my opinion. So it's going to be cool to see them again. I don't believe I've seen them...
In a quarter of a mile, turn left.
I apologize again. I don't believe I've seen them outside before. So this is going to be cool to see them outside on a big stage. Stephanie, you have anything you're excited for, or your thoughts on this? You don't really go to concerts. You help us out, the website, on the back end doing things. But what are you excited for? What are you thinking?
I'm excited to see GWAR finally.
Yeah.
That's my main reason for coming.
Yeah. Stephanie, hope to maybe get her up close so she can, experience, maybe a little GWAR blood, get a little on her. But yeah. So, the Lamb of God, you excited for?
Sure. I'm trying. It's the microphone in my face that's weird. The fuzzy microphone.
But most importantly, I'm excited for a day with my wife. So, I'm trying to get us some interviews. I have a couple possibly lined up. Seems like some of the bands kind of shoot in, do this, and then kind of get out. I reached out to the guys in I Hate God. Reached out to Ramming Speed. And I reached out to GWAR and a couple other bands and Lamb of God. So, hopefully you'll be hearing some interviews after this. I'll talk to you throughout the day. See ya. Hey, this is Buke from the Metalheads podcast, joined by the one and only Blothar of GWAR. Blothar, what's up today, brother?
That's a weird-looking microphone.
We refer to it as a cougar bush.
It looks like you're holding a voodoo doll of Don King.
You know what? That's what it will be known as from this day forth.
Okay.
Hey, real quick. It's our third year covering the GWARBQ. Ever since you came aboard, how's everything been?
Well, I mean, it's been absolutely miserable. Day in and day out, we're always training to keep in top physical condition, as you can tell.
You're a fine specimen.
Yeah. Because we're holding out hope that one day they'll put real wrestling back in the Olympics. That's what we want. Actually, it's never been in the Olympics, but it should be.
Who are you? Were you a Bret Hart man? Shawn Michaels? Were you old school Andre the Giant?
I hate the new wrestlers. They're all small. They used to all be fat and huge.
like us, healthy men.
Yeah, I don't like these. You can't have a dude in there that's that guy's not a wrestler.
Get your abs out of here. No. Get your good looks out of here.
Yeah, they
we want you to come in the ring and scare children.
Yeah, we want Ivan Koloff. That's what we want. Blackjack Mulligan.
Hey, well, really quick, you guys are going on tour the next couple months, hitting a bunch of cities.
Yeah, we're going out for it. It's just a short run here in September, and I guess maybe some shows. I don't know if we're doing some in October. Yeah, we always do something around Halloween, so we got a few runs around there. But it's really not very many shows we're doing because we're recording a record. So if you hear of GWAR showing up near you, make sure you go, because you're not going to have a chance until after the new record comes out to see the band again, because we got to go in and record, do all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you get the rest of the band here. Maybe when I talk to you in 4 years, wrestling will be in the games.
Right in the Olympics.
Hey, this is Buke with the Metalheads podcast, and I am joined by the gentleman from August Burns Red. Gentlemen, say who you are, what you guys do in the band.
My name's Matt. I play drums.
My name's Jake, and I'm the lead vocalist.
Gentlemen, you guys just played. I had known of you guys and heard you guys for years, but this is my first time seeing you guys live. Jake and Matt, what a set you guys just put on.
Thanks, man.
And that's why I see people talk so much about you guys live shows. You guys here for the GWARBQ. You guys been fans of GWAR throughout the years? Have you had a chance to see GWAR in the past? Is this your guys' first time?
Right. I was introduced to GWAR when I was 19 years old from a buddy that I worked with. And, yeah, I remember going to a GWAR concert a long time ago and just getting drenched with, red blood. Yeah.
That's why, today for my first show, I was picking what shirt I'm going to wear. Because I'm like, let's make it ruined.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's going to get, that's what my buddy said. He's like, when you go, just don't wear a shirt that you like.
Yeah. And surprising, your guys' shows aren't like that. So.
Right? Yeah. No, I think we're a little more toned back, but this is our this is our first time here, and it was a cool experience. I think that the crowd is a little bit different than our normal crowd. So, we got a chance to win some hearts over, and
you guys definitely did mine.
Yeah, thank you, man. So it was a good fest. We enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Now, you said that it wasn't your normal. Is that because maybe the other bands you guys were playing with, or the fan base, maybe a younger crowd?
Yeah, I think for our genre of music, there's different. Like we would never tour with GWAR. It just doesn't really make sense. But the fact that we're here is awesome because we get to kind of branch from our general demographic. So I think that some of the bands here would be fitting with us, and then some of them wouldn't be. So, like I said, it's a little bit of a mixed crowd. So it's a great opportunity to knock on some doors and show everybody who we are.
So tell us about this. You guys, past couple months, next couple months moving forward. Where can people? You guys are going on the road? New album? What do you guys got?
We are going on the road in about 3 weeks. We leave on a U.S. tour.
Who you guys with?
It's a headlining tour with Silent Planet, Era, and Make Them Suffer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's a good lineup. We're doing, it's about a month. It's about a month long. Hits a lot of B markets. So if you haven't seen us in a while, because we've been playing a lot of the big cities, check out the tour dates, augustburnsred.com, and you'll be able to find out if we're playing, close by and come out. It's a affordable ticket price. We're playing a long set. And we're excited. We're excited to be on the road. It's going to be the last time for the year we're playing in the States. So don't miss out.
Now, I was looking on Spotify. You guys, not lying here. Your guys' catalog. Your early catalog, I know well. But looking on Spotify, did you guys do something special with this new album? Release a couple of different versions of it?
Yeah, we did an instrumental version of it, so you can hear just the music. No, not that singing or screaming isn't music.
Yeah.
But it's a layer that we took off the cake.
Really, anybody can do it.
Yeah, I mean, literally anyone can scream in a microphone.
I mean, anyone can do it, including me, but it does not sound good when I do it. It sounds really good when he does. So
yeah, it does.
It's a layer that we took off, and now everything else is there, and you can hear it for what it is.
Was that something you guys went into saying, hey, let's just try it?
That's something we've all known we could do for a while, just with how intricate our music is, but it just worked out with, I think, having Fearless behind it and having some new opportunities there where they were also interested in doing it. So it's just a matter of it being the right time to pursue that opportunity.
Now, in the metal world, there are some instrumental metal bands like Russian Circles just released a new album. Do you guys listen to those instrumental metal bands?
Is Animals as Leaders instrumental? They'd be considered instrumental, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've listened to a couple songs. I actually prefer instrumental metal to
like your normal
screaming.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like Lamb of God because I like Randy's vocals, but a lot of times I just like to hear the music.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cool. No, I tell you guys, it was interesting having you guys on the bill here because I will admit a lot of metalheads go into it and they're like, those guys are playing. But when they don't realize you guys are no different than any other metal band. You guys are just as heavy as the bands that we listen to.
We wear flip-flops and polos.
Yeah, exactly. But, I have to ask you, I've mentioned it many times on the podcast. I'm 33. The guys I do my podcast with are in their 40s. I say that because like Kill Switch Engage is one of my favorite bands. But I get crap for that to some pure metal fans. They're like, oh, what are you doing listening to that? Because guys aren't wearing all black. They don't look pretty like some people would say. Is that something that you guys have had to overcome through the years?
Yeah, we just don't care.
That's
like,
the way to be.
It's like, we're artists, and it's not necessarily our fault that we can't fit everybody's mold, so kind of like go screw off kind of thing. You know what I mean? We're musicians and we're artists, and that's all we are. So wherever we're, positioned as far as in a genre or a subgenre, then that's where we're at. But if it was up to us, we wouldn't want to try. We're not trying to fit anybody's mold or say, hey, look at us and prove anything to anybody. We're happy where we are. We've been doing this for 10 years. We know what we're doing. We enjoy it, and we have a great, loyal fan base.
And you know what? A lot of the bands that we listen to and we praise, you guys are a lot more successful than those bands are. So, but I'm sure you guys learned at a young age. Not everybody's going to like you guys.
No.
You know, it doesn't, even when you're in a high school band and stuff, everyone's going to have bad stuff to say. You're not going to please everybody, so just screw them, you know?
I mean, I kind of thought that was what metal was. Like, I thought metal was the minority in high school or college. And, you know, it's funny, like these metalhead guys, you know, probably get picked on in college, and then they go into the metal scene and look at another picking on us. It's like, oh, okay, cool, dude. Like, you know, you were bullied, and now you're the bully. So congratulations, you know?
Yeah. Well, really quick, I see you wearing that Phillies hat. I'm a DC sports fan. Are you a Philly sports fan?
Okay, so I'm not. I'm a big Eagles fan. I support PA because we're all from PA.
I'm a hockey fan, first and foremost. Are you a hockey fan?
Oh, well, hold on a second.
I'm a Caps fan.
Now we've changed gears.
Okay, let's really get into it now.
Your farm team is my local team.
Yeah, so we have to go soon, but I'm just going to say this.
I love the Bears.
My buddy Isaac Stone from Columbia, South Carolina, that's where I was born and raised, basically. He taught me to love the Bruins. So I'm a Boston Bruins fan, first and foremost. Yeah, I love Chara. And then I would say, you know, after everything else, it's PA, it's Eagles, and you know. But yeah.
I'm a Skins fan. So what can I really say about my team? You gotta admit, the NFC East is a fucking wreck, right?
Yeah, it's totally bombed.
Well, gentlemen, it's a pleasure. You guys meeting some fans now. So the blood and guts have dried. We're dusty. And GWARBQ 2016 has come to an end. Back in the car heading home. I had a blast throughout the whole day. Stephanie, your first GWARBQ, what are your thoughts?
Next year's tip is to drink more water because I almost died of heat exhaustion or stroke, one of the two. I had to go sit in the air conditioner for a half hour. I'm just not used to being outside in these crazy heavy metal shows. These people are nuts. No wonder they drink so much. They don't feel the burn of their skin from the sun. I thought it was really fun. Matt kind of tricked me, or Buke, I guess, tricked me. He said we can go up in 3 songs. We'll take pictures of GWAR, and then we'll leave, and we won't get dirty. Well, first thing, the thing comes out, and it's, what was it, Obama, I think? Yeah. And they cut off Obama's head, and then the blood, fake blood or whatever, spilled out, got me right in my eye, literally. And the security guard was so sweet. He was like, wipe your face. And I just couldn't believe it. And I was like, Matt, you died. And of course, you know, he was laughing it up. But once I got over the initial shock of the blood and the gore, it wasn't too bad. I really had fun. And then they played my favorite song last, so that was nice.
Yeah, you definitely got a full dose.
I was like George in the sun.
You got a full dose of the GWARBQ experience. So I had a chance to sit down. I talked to the nice guys from August Burns Red. Which their set was awesome. Not a lot of people, you know, in the metal world where people talk so much shit about what people like and stuff like that. They've had a lot of stuff said about them, but seeing them and hearing them, Stephanie and I walked away fans.
Yeah, definitely. They were one of my favorites, that and GWAR. Aren't they from the Virginia area?
Who?
The first band.
August Burns Red, they're from Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a couple hours. Yeah. And then I interviewed Lothar from GWAR. That was, 5 minutes of random conversation, but a blast as always. An honor to speak to him and those guys. And I spoke to... That was it. That's actually the interviews that I did. I had more lined up, but with a big festival like this, when people are getting pulled all different ways, none of the other ones fell into place. But no hard feelings at all, because it's just how it goes. Phil Anselmo with I Hate God was pretty awesome. He brought his signature style he screams and does more of the harder stuff to them. It was really cool seeing him play those I Hate God songs. Of course, GWAR was awesome. I enjoy every second of their set. The setup this year with the Olympics going on, they had a galactic battle for the belt. They were fighting to see who would win the belt. So all the characters came out. They were fighting over the belt. That was pretty fun to watch. They played the standard set list that they do. And after that, Lamb of God closed it down. Lamb of God played a lot of new songs from their new album. Played some of the classics, but a lot of new stuff. Randy didn't sing clean. I think that's that track, Overlord. He didn't do any of his clean singing out here like he did last tour I saw him with, but Lamb of God brought their normal energy level that they do to a show. We left right before the last song was kicking off, and we beat the crowd. We found a nice home and some nice homeowners who had parking literally right down the street that we kind of pulled into and parked. So that worked out nice, because this year the parking, it's almost like they had it a half mile away or something.
Yeah, they had it a half mile away down the other side of the street where GWAR is, like the entrance, and they had shuttle buses, which was nice, but who wants to sit in line and wait for a bunch of drunk people to get on a bus and go across the road and stuff. And then I learned that the parking lot where you parked last year is staff parking only this year.
Oh.
And that's why. I guess because it was easier for the staff to park there and just walk up.
Okay.
But the guy was really nice. We parked at his house. We saw his puppies and dogs, and he was really cool. He said he listened to metal too. So
what did you think of the whole GWARBQ experience? Like the vendors, the people, for your first metal show?
The vendors were really cool and like down to earth. I thought it would be more like, like NASCAR, like vendors that were like rigid, I guess. But I had no idea. I did get a new shirt.
A new Ring Dog Rescue shirt?
Yeah, Ring Dog Rescue. I literally wore the one today from last year's, I think. And I got a new one. It's silver. Not like you care, but...
Yeah, this one has Blothar on it instead of Odorous on it, so it's a nice one. And Steph and I, being big animal lovers and rescuers of animals, we got one to support their awesome charity for rescuing animals and dogs. So Steph did her part. The Odorous Ale... Sorry, Steph, you were going to say something?
I said the food was really good, too. They had a bunch of food trucks and vendors and like
6 or 7?
Yeah, they had a bunch of food trucks, and they had like barbecue catering and like corn on the cob, and they had Mr. Softy ice cream, which was nostalgic. And it was really nice, and I had Cajun French fries and boneless fried chicken. That was amazing. And then they had mixed drinks for the people who don't want beer, which is me. But even that was a little rough. A little strong for me, but the GWAR even makes their own tequila, was it?
Yeah, I saw their vodka.
Vodka, and that was really good. And then, so the vendors were cool. The setup was nice. I thought the pool was really cool. I have to bring my bathing suit for next year. And they had like a rope swing and a trampoline, and then they had like where you can swim, and then they had like on the lake, the other side of the pool, they had little boats that you could take out, of course at your own risk, but it was cute.
Stephanie got to observe her first drunk casualty of a heavy metal show.
Oh my god, it was crazy. So this guy comes running over and talks to the cops that are in front of us, and is like, "You gotta go help the girl. You gotta go help the girl." Well, apparently she had one too many adult beverages and landed face first, or got smacked or something. But she had a bloody nose all over her face, and of course, she's drunk, so she didn't want to go. And they finally convinced her. And then as we were leaving, she was outside, drunk, walking up and down the street, and the officer was trying to tell her to get out of the street. It was kind of funny. It's not a GWAR show until somebody gets bloody, right?
Exactly.
And this traffic is awful. Like,
Yep.
Why is there traffic on 95? It is 8 fucking o'clock on a fucking Saturday night.
Some people are listening to us from different countries and locations, babe. They don't know what this is. Just understand, people.
Understand, it's a 3-lane highway, and we're going about 25 miles an hour and then slamming on your brakes for about 20 miles. It's ridiculous. Like, everybody should be at home in their jammies, listening to metal music and relaxing. But nope, they want to be on this fucking highway. End rant.
So, GWARBQ 2016 was a success. I want to thank... Oh, yes. Good job for reminding me, Steph. Samantha Mack, the... What do you say? MC...
Co-host.
The co-host of the events, introduces the bands and everything like that.
Sirius XM. What's the other co-host?
Yeah, Samantha was a sweetheart. Again, it was a pleasure talking to her. We talked to her and her husband, or boyfriend. Forgive me.
I think it's boyfriend. I know they're not
Shreds.
married, but
I
they
know.
might as well be married.
But yeah, we had a blast talking to them. We probably spent 20, 30 minutes talking to them. Spent some time talking to Sean the Butcher from Sirius XM Liquid Metal. He said he'd come on and join us in the future. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you, John Freeman, for allowing us to come cover the GWARBQ. Thank you to GWAR for putting on the GWARBQ. So I'm sure if you haven't heard them already, you're hearing my interviews. And Stephanie, I'll let you take us out.
I can't wait to go to GWAR next year and get more bloody. The end.
Hello, this is George.
This is Will. Man, that voice was sexy, by the way.
That was my sexy, velvety, smooth voice.
Hi, this is John.
Your name is John. We're always going to bust your balls on that. Forever. Hi, my name is John.
And my balls appreciate it.
Speaking of which, have you been watching the Olympics? Did you see the diver? His name was Steele Johnson. I was like, hell yeah, it is.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude's name was Steele Johnson.
Did he win a gold, silver, or bronze?
Well, it looks. I don't know if he won anything. The night that I was watching,
his name is Steele Johnson. He wins.
He wins. It's like
No matter what.
You cannot make fun of that name. He's like, I got a Steele Johnson, yo.
Oh, there's going to be a movie coming out probably in the next 2 weeks with somebody named Steele Johnson.
There has to be a porn star with that name already. Like, there's no.
Well, the first thing, because I'm a metalhead, the first thing I thought of was because it's spelled Steele with an E at the end, so I thought typo negative Peter Steele. But then once I made my way to his last name, I was like, Johnson, Steele Johnson. That's fucking awesome.
When I grew up, my friends, one of my next door neighbor friends was named Tommy Butts. His dad's name was Richard Butts. He literally went by Dick. His name was Dick Butts. I'm like, how do you choose to go by the name of Dick if your last name is Butts? Like, you just don't do that.
Yeah.
But Steele Johnson, that's cool.
That is very cool.
I knew a guy once named Dick Gunn. I'm not kidding. He was one of the nicest guys I remember in my life.
I knew this guy who's the craziest dude I ever met. His name was, hi, my name is John.
Anyway, so we are currently at Tin Cannon Brewing in Gainesville, Virginia, wherever the hell we are in Virginia. We're sitting apparently just over yonder from Jiffy Lube Live. Where
Nissan Pavilion.
Nissan Pavilion or whatever it's called this week. And we're getting ready to go see Black Sabbath's The End tour.
The End. This is the end. Oh, wrong band.
That's the Doors.
Yes, the end. We hope.
Yeah, if they fuck us on this one, then...
Well, technically, I think they did, didn't they? Didn't they really... Wasn't it supposed to end in New York, and they added more dates after that? Which I had tickets for and thought was the end.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, was it the Madison Square Garden one? Yeah, I thought that too, and I was all like, oh, I got to go to New York.
Wait, so, John, did you buy tickets for the last show ever, and now it's not the last show ever?
We thought that, and apparently now Phoenix is. Congratulations, Arizona. You got the end.
No, you're saying that would be the last American show because I thought they were.
last American show.
I thought they were ending in
in
Birmingham. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's appropriate. They should. That would be the most appropriate thing. Even though don't they all live in the U.S. now or something? No, Iommi lives in the U.K. still, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think all the other guys live in L.A. if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't hang out there, so I don't really know.
I mean, I was at a wedding once in L.A. and I don't know, Geezer Butler was there, so I'm assuming he lived in L.A. So
Yeah, I've heard I've heard this story.
Oh, was that just like a subtle little drop there? Like I was at a wedding and Geezer was at the wedding, or was he just in L.A. when you were in a wedding in L.A., or was he at the wedding in L.A. with you?
truth be told, he was at the wedding that I was at, yes, and he was like 3 feet over from me.
Was this the photographer wedding?
Yes, it was. My good friend Ann was getting married, and he was there.
And there were a bunch of other rock stars there too, weren't there?
A couple.
Do you want to name drop?
I don't like to do it, but I will.
Will just shot beer out of his mouth.
Hello, just spit beer out of my mouth.
At least it didn't come out your nose.
Sure, I'll name drop. Whatever. Slash was there. John Payne for all you prog rockers. Geezer was there. Michael Ackerfeld was there. And there was somebody else. I can't remember. And I got called Eddie Trunk, so it was a good day.
So it's safe to say we should be polishing your balls because you're royalty yourself now.
Again with the balls, huh?
Yeah.
No, I was just a willing participant at a wedding. They happened to be there, and I don't even know if I talked to any. Well, I talked to one person. I don't know if I talked to the other guys. So whatever. They were there. They were just regular guests.
Yeah. John told me this story. I don't know, a few months ago, I think, and he really didn't. Just so he's not name dropping. I had to drag that out of him because he was kind of like, I don't really like to brag about this or anything, but
big deal,
and
man.
so I was
It's a
asking, and I'm like, that's like the coolest story ever. So that's why I made you do
There was
that.
somebody else there. I can't remember who it was. I'm going to feel stupid for not remembering.
Didn't you say Dio was there?
No, Dio was supposed to be there, and he couldn't make it, obviously.
Oh, 'cause this was when he was sick.
Yes, this happened after he had gotten sick, so he couldn't. He was he had passed away already at that point, so.
Okay.
George, have you ever been to a heavy metal wedding?
No. I don't know that many heavy metal people. I currently know more heavy metal people than I probably ever have. I had, some heavy metal friends back in Michigan. What's up, Josh? But other than Josh, they've all kind of pussed out and gone, alternative or whatever these days.
It was my friend Ann in California, so I would not miss that for the world, even if there were no rock stars there. I would have still gone, so.
There you go.
So, what are we drinking, fellas?
I am drinking Humble Admiration, which is apparently an homage to Stone's Arrogant Bastard. It's their humble admiration of Arrogant Bastard, which I like, so I thought I'd give that a shot. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the Rusted Pipe Black IPA, which is pretty darn good.
Yeah, I had some of that too. Before we got these full glasses, we tried samplers, and I had a little bit of that, which I thought was pretty good. What are you drinking, John?
I think it's called Twin Cannons. It's their double IPA.
Right on.
And that's all I have to say about that. So.
Little J reference there.
Yes.
So we're drinking some beers and getting ready to go over to Sabbath, what is likely to be at least my final opportunity to see Black Sabbath. And I guess Rival Sons are opening the show. I don't know if we're going to make it in there for them or not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I mean, is Rival... I've never heard of them or heard any of their music. I mean, is it worth checking out at all?
I don't know. I mean, when their first album came out, I reviewed it. And I was like, it's not bad. I remember it reminded me of like Zeppelin or something. Like a very like retro rock kind of thing. But I know they've had at least 2 or 3 or 4 more albums since then, and I have not listened to any of those. So I honestly don't know what they sound like now.
So it's not like... So there's some retro bands out there today that we all know and love. Like newer retro bands. And like I can think of a few off the top of my head, like Trouble, which is not really retro because they started way back in the day.
Ghost.
Yeah, like Ghost or Uncle Ass and the Deadbeats, or some of these other... Graveyard would be perfect. So
they probably fit more with Graveyard because they're not metal at all. They're just a hard rock band.
I saw them in New York, for the other end version of the U.S. tour.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a rock band. I mean, whatever. I wasn't really interested, only because I was there to see Sabbath in Madison Square Garden. So no disrespect to them, I just wasn't interested.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out whether we should actually get in there and check them out, or
I wouldn't mind seeing them, but I mean, we've got a little time yet.
there is beer inside the venue, right?
Yeah. Cheap, bad, expensive. I mean, expensive, cheap beer.
You want to get in to get your $10 Coors Light? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. Not.
No, I want to pay $12 for a Bud Light Lime or something.
or 15 for that Jack Daniels drink and another 5 for an additional shot in there.
And then to have your wife spill 3/4 of it.
I didn't know John was your wife.
Yeah, he's my. You know, I have people have like work wives.
Yeah.
He's my podcast wife.
Oh, okay. I'm so jaded. I can't believe I'm not that.
Well, technically,
jealous.
I have a podcast wife harem, and you're all my bitches.
Oh. I've never been so proud to be called a bitch.
All right, so
Hey, I got a question for you guys, not to cut you off. Are you excited for tonight? Seriously.
I am.
Yeah, of course. I have to say, it's one of those things like and I was saying this earlier off mic, but is this really the end? Because if
everybody's done that. Ozzy's done it.
Right. So it's sort of like, if this is truly the end, then I'm excited to say that I saw Sabbath on their last final tour ever. If they're going to come out 3 years from now and do a reunion tour, it's like, I did look at the set list. I'm glad that it's all old stuff. I saw every song that they played, like the last show, whatever, a couple days ago. It's Fairies Wear Boots, it's Paranoid, it's Iron Man, it's all the ones you want to hear. It's nothing off the new album, which I'm happy about. I wasn't a big fan of the new album. It was good, but it wasn't. I liked it, but it was like, I just give me the old stuff. Just give it to me. Right in the face.
All over the in this case, I would give them a pass if 3 years from now they came back and said they're doing another tour, because that would mean that Tony Iommi is still with us.
Yes. Yeah, so maybe that's not such a bad idea, but I'm excited just because I was joking earlier. I first saw them 34 years ago on the Mob Rules tour. So this is kind of nostalgic for me in a sense, even though it was Dio back then, I get that. It's still kind of fun to see them again, because I didn't get to see this version of the band until post-reunion. 98 was reunion, wasn't it? Yeah. So I've seen them 4 or 5 times post-reunion, but
I have to take a little bit of umbrage what you just said. The intonation, the incantation in your voice, whatever. Is you're like, but it was just Dio back then. But Mob Rules is a phenomenal album.
No.
I think he was saying that because this is the Ozzy version.
It wasn't the. Oh fuck, Mob Rules is awesome, man. Heaven and Hell, awesome. I love all that stuff. And I was just referring to the fact that this tour, obviously, the end is with Ozzy, not with Dio.
Okay, singers alone, Ozzy or Dio?
Ozzy, but I love the Dio years in Sabbath. I love Dio.
I mean, just as a singer, not as the singer for Sabbath.
Dio.
Oh, well, yeah, as singer, Dio. For the band, both.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have to go Dio too. But I do love Ozzy. I'm not knocking Ozzy.
But if you go back to the original album, Black Sabbath, like, so classic. Hall of Fame, Desert Island. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I mean, Ozzy is awesome, but Dio is a much better vocalist than Ozzy Osbourne.
You weren't on the Desert Island list. Did you want? Can you rattle off 5 albums right now? Desert Island Discs.
Ooh, man, Desert Island Discs. Well, I guess I have to say Black Sabbath because I just said that. Man,
wins. Everyone picked the Sabbath album.
Yeah. Let me think. There's got to be a Slayer one in there, so I'm going to choose Season the Abyss.
Nice.
I will pick.
It's got to be a Death.
Some Cannibal Corpse in there.
Cannibal Corpse, Death.
Cannibal Corpse, Kill. My favorite by far Cannibal Corpse album. Death Leprosy, absolutely.
One more.
Is that 4, 3?
Pretty good damn list right here as it is.
Yeah. Man. I have to pick something doomy. Probably Paul Bearer, Foundations of Burden.
Right on. I was thinking maybe some Billy Joel, but
The Stranger. I do like The Stranger.
I love me some Billy Joel.
What, not the bridge?
I like all Billy Joel. Don't even fuck with Billy Joel. I just realized we're sitting outside having this conversation. It is not raining like it's supposed to be.
Not yet.
It's not raining and it's not hot.
Yeah, it's a little humid, but it's not bad. But that's probably the beer talking.
This is probably our best day, in 2 weeks? Maybe?
2 weeks. Last 3 months.
No, I mean, the last week and a half has been, 95 plus every day, hasn't it? So, yeah, it's actually a breeze. It's only 80-something.
Yeah. So, what do you have a particular song that you're looking forward to hearing?
2, because I've already seen this tour. After Forever and Hand of Doom.
Nice.
Big time.
Number 1, Fairies Wear Boots, because it is my daughter Evelyn loves that song. I literally have videos of my son William and my daughter Evelyn dancing around in their pajamas late at night to Fairies Wear Boots. I've grown to love that song so much, and I would second Hand of Doom because weirdly enough, I first really started to love that song when I heard Slayer do the cover of it. Went back and heard the original. The original is phenomenal. I just love that song. It has the word doom in it. And it's all about heroin, obviously.
Yeah. That reminds me of Snowblind.
Yeah, Snowblind. There's a beer named after that. Star Hill.
Yep.
Snowblind. Brewhead's Column. I think it was the first Brewhead's Column, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Too bad the song's not about beer.
No, it's about
it's about
cocaine. But it's a great song. Despite that,
Are they playing Sweet Leaf?
They're not.
No.
No, I'm with John on After Forever.
Wait, do you want another?
Not right now.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
It's
More
cool,
beer.
It's cool.
I'm kind of surprised that they're playing that. I mean,
Which
Master of Reality was one of my early albums, and I never really heard anybody talk about that album. I always thought it was like the redheaded stepchild of the Black Sabbath albums because nobody ever talked about
Which
it.
is crazy because from start to finish, it
is one of my favorite albums. But anyway, so I always thought After Forever was a really cool song, and I never heard anybody talk about that song. And to see it in the set list, and I think it was in the set list last time I saw him too, but I'm like, right on.
I think I've seen them, like I said, 4 or 5 times. It's been in the set list since post-reunion in '98. I think it's been in the set list almost every single time, which I found bizarre. I love it because it's one of my favorite songs by them.
And that's always the song I go to when people, they don't do it so much anymore, obviously, but back in the 80s, everybody was, Ozzy Osbourne is satanic, he bites bats, and people rip up puppy dogs and whatever. And I go, have you listened to After Forever? It's
pretty religious.
It's pretty religious. It's definitely not satanic, that's for sure.
And if you don't know anything about Sabbath or not that much, Geezer Butler wrote most of those lyrics in those early years, if not all those years. Just saying.
Yeah. But other things I really want to see, rumor has it that their final song is Paranoid. I love that song.
That's a shock. I never think they play Paranoid last. Sarcasm. Insert.
Sarcasm. Okay. You had me there. And Snowblind, I'm really into that. After Forever. And probably NIB, Nib, Nativity in Black, whatever you want to call it.
So I got a question for you guys. Give me a couple songs you wish they would have played, or you would want to hear them play that they probably wouldn't.
Top of the list, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
100% in agreement on that. Without question.
Yep. Ditto that. By the way, I just got a text from the great Dr. Lang. Dr. Lang. Doctor.
And you will die, Dr. Lang.
She texted me somewhat foolishly, like, "Are you going to the Sabbath show tonight?" I'm like, "Yes." She goes, "Are you? I really like the opening act. Like, I listened to that band,
Rival Sons, right on.
Rival Sons." And I just texted her, like, "Yes."
We just tore them up.
We might not see them.
No, I have to see them now. We have to go.
Now we gotta go.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders.
Thanks to Dr. Lang, I have to buy a fucking $12 Michelob.
No, the last time I was here, I think sometimes they have Star Hill and stuff. Like
they had Goose Island when I was here last.
Well, because it's Budweiser.
That was Merriweather, not Jiffy.
Yeah. No, they'll have something. They'll have something that's drinkable. If it's literally Budweiser, I'll
Actually, I feel like last time I was here, that was pretty much it.
I got a song for you that I would love to hear tonight. They won't never play it. Tomorrow's Dream would be fucking awesome.
The new Metallica song they're playing over there.
Maybe.
Nice.
Do you like it?
Lars playing drums for him, right?
Yeah. We were like, is that the new Metallica song you're listening to? Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yes. I don't know. This is the first time I've heard it.
It's much better than anything they put out in the last 10 years.
I'm with you there.
Might be longer than 10 years.
Yeah. 1991, 1990. So that would be the last 26 years.
Yes.
So, since we're on the topic, John, what are you thinking of the new song?
So we've had this conversation, right? But off air, but on air, I like it. My only issue, and you knew this was coming, there'd be an issue, but it's really from a technical standpoint. I don't like the way the drums are mixed for the kicks. That's all. It's a drummer thing. I don't like how they're up front. It kind of drown out the bass work itself. That's all. Other than that, I love everything about it. It's cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to debating this album with everybody.
Yes.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
So my first impression, I did pre-order it, and I had some reservations about pre-ordering, but based off the first song, I did pre-order it, at least knowing that it was closer to Death Magnetic than Load or Reload or
Saint
Load on
Anger.
Your Face or whatever.
Load on your album cover?
Yeah.
Closer to their 80s stuff, I think. More.
Closer.
Getting closer.
Getting closer. At least it's fast. It's thrashy.
No ooh yes.
Oh, yes. John and I were talking about this earlier before you got here. And, I was like, the production's better because they got a lot of crap for Death Magnetic because it was, the mix was pushed, to the limit. So it's just brick walled. And so it would distort a lot on people's speakers, and they got a lot of shit for that. So now, I just saw an article talking about, look at all the dynamics in this. There's a lot of peaks and valleys in the waveform for this because I'm guessing they took a lot of shit for that, so they took that to heart. Also, there's no ooh yeahs in there because James has taken a lot of shit for that.
So my criticism of the song is it sounds very formulaic to stuff from Death Magnetic that was thrashy and fast. There's no bass in it whatsoever.
That's not true. I don't agree with that.
I 100% agree with that. I feel like, why would you have Trujillo in your band and not have bass?
That's all. It's very upfront to me. Maybe you're just not hearing it.
No, you know what's upfront to me? Drums.
That too.
Lars Ulrich's ego is upfront to me.
First thing, after you said that, I went back and started it again, and I was like, "There's the bass right there." It's just, it's very in front. Yeah, you guys too.
Right it over to go see Sabbath.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
We're going there too.
Have a good night.
You too.
But I just feel like, I don't know. They're just not that anger in it anymore. And I am that
We're
guy.
so fucked, shit out of luck.
I know, but it just it seems superficial to me. I am that guy who wants to hear Master of Puppets again. I want Ride the Lightning again.
But you're just not going to get that.
I know, but I'll take Master Justice for All at this point.
Well, you would take that 1,000 times if that production was better, though. That's the main thing right there. It's not that the album is bad; it's the production sucks shit.
Yeah, the snare on Justice for All is terrible.
Yeah.
Not as bad as snare on Saint Anger.
No, that is the worst.
Saint Anguish.
Saint Anguish. Oh, we got to start using that.
I did pre-order the album based on that one song. At least it reminded me of something. Of Death Magnetic was sort of a resurgence, that there was 40% of the album that I could say, yeah, I'll listen to that song again. I like it.
I like Death Magnetic pretty much just about front to back.
I mean, you like a lot of things front to back.
I do. I'm easy.
Yeah. Not.
Who turns
there's
reach around?
Yeah.
Don't shoot more beer out.
Think about that for a second.
I was just thinking of something I could say, and I just not gonna. I'm just not gonna say it.
Right.
Something about George's stubby fingers or something that came to mind.
Wow.
My stubby
You put some
fingers.
thought into this.
That is.
How dare you, sir?
Shame.
But so
Ding ding.
like probably just about everybody, when I saw that the song was available, I was dreading hitting the play button because I was like, don't suck.
Yeah.
And right out of the gate, I was like, I like this.
I was
Like I said, I think the production's a lot better. It's really fast.
This is 2 albums in a row now, though, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Wait. It's one album, one song.
Yes.
In a row.
Well, yes.
But based on the strength of that song, I too pre-ordered it. I gave up a kidney to get the triple vinyl box set. I do have to lodge a small complaint here that
Your back hurts?
I'm paying like $70-$80 for a triple vinyl.
Oh.
Iron Maiden, I paid I think I paid less than $19.99 for a triple vinyl.
Wait. Triple vinyl of the new album? The new Metallica?
Because the new album's a double album. Which
it costs like $15 on iTunes.
Yeah, well,
That's a lot for digital.
yeah, it was like 50 something plus like $18 to ship
you're getting
it.
fucked on the shipping. Yeah, that's why.
I was like, good Lord.
You gotta pay for Lars Czar collection, man. I mean, come on.
And pay for Bob Rock.
And I don't even
probably owe him money still.
and I don't even get a digital.
No,
I think I get a digital MP3 of the album, but I don't get a flat copy. And you can buy, like in the options on their site, you could buy it digitally, and you had the option to get FLAC for like $8 more.
Oh, fuck that.
And I'm like, but they need to learn something from Bandcamp here.
You know what though? But there's those people out there that will pay that because
and I'm
it's
one of
Metallica.
them.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because there's these people who don't know what they sounded like back in 1983 and 84.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
but that's the
too.
thing is, there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of young people that talk shit about Metallica, and there's a lot of people our age that do too, because they know, Kill 'Em All Metallica, and they don't like
Dave
where they are.
Mustaine
Like,
Metallica, you mean?
what's that?
Dave Mustaine Metallica?
Yeah. I know Jay's hasn't been a big fan since Puppets, really.
Injustice for All for me.
And honestly, for me, the ones I don't like Saint Anger, obviously. I don't like Reload. I like some stuff off Load, but other than that, I'm pretty okay with everything. I like the Black Album. And my reasoning here is this: in 1986, I was born again
Christian
Metallica. When Master of Puppets came out, I was like, this is the greatest band in the world. And so,
well, they probably were the greatest band in the world when that album came out.
Yes, but so they became,
But they weren't that big though. Believe it or not.
I know.
That was crazy. They got big with Injustice for All because of MTV.
Right.
Yeah.
And
One.
Yeah.
One. That's it.
So, they became the be-all, end-all of heavy metal for me at that time. And so I have a great deal of feelings and nostalgia built up in this band.
No feelings, don't lie.
I know, I don't have any feelings. I'm a heartless, cruel mistress.
No, I get what you're saying. 'Cause that's me with Sabbath.
Right. And so,
Because they were my early gateway band.
I'm no matter what they do, I'm always going to cheer for them and hope for the best. Even if I don't like what they do, I'm always going to be hope springing eternal, going, come on, you can do this. And so I'm the first to jump up and go, yes, when I hear a song like this that I think is pretty awesome. Yes.
I almost have the complete opposite position because they've sucked for so long. They sold out. They destroyed me and tore my heart out. I've told this story a million times on the podcast about being down at Paris Island and Marine Corps boot camp and buying that album and listening to it and being so disappointed that part of me just wishes that they would just go away so I could just remember the early albums rather than putting out mediocre stuff that sort of harkens back. I just want them to be I just want them to do Master of Puppets again.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and I know they never will, and I know they're trying to get back to the thrashier route. I just lost my train of thought.
I accidentally touched my pinky to his forearm holding the microphone out, and so I just went with it and started stroking his arm.
You're stroking me.
You guys need me to leave?
Do you mind giving us a couple
you're gonna
minutes?
be in the middle.
John Sandwich.
That's a big middle. Trust me.
Hey, man, when I go to Subway, sometimes I pay for the extra meat.
I wasn't referring to the extra meat.
Anyway, you were saying.
Sometimes I pay extra for the foot-long sub.
I give it what I got. I give what I got. You take what you can get.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
All right. Well, I guess I'm holding the microphone here, so I'm not finishing my beer. I guess we should do that and get headed over, eh?
Yeah, man. It's the end.
Wait. What time does Metal Chris from DCHeavyMetal.com posted the set times, and I retweeted it.
7:30, I think.
Yeah, but it's Jiffy Lube, man. You know this.
What time is it?
This place sucks.
So Rival Sons is 7:40, so we literally have an hour. We have time for another beer.
Up to
We
you
have an
guys.
hour before they go on.
But we have to
We're way in the back of the brewery, literally sitting outside in the parking lot.
in the
all by
loading
ourselves.
zone.
Yeah, we're like in the
technically.
loading zone.
It's very strange. You get to like walk through
You said
like the
load.
I
The
did not say
load zone.
reload though.
the memory
They're
remains
back
though.
on TV, by the way. Beavis and Butthead.
Are they?
New episodes?
No, old ones again. I'll take it what I can get, man.
Yeah.
So when you said, I was like, ugh, you said load.
I am Cornholio. I am Cornholio.
Yeah, we're
Where's
crazy.
that guy?
Yeah, so it is kind of weird just sitting out back here where there's the UPS loading truck over there and like some sort of big like those machines with the shovels on there. What do you call them?
Front loader or a back
excavators.
loader?
My
Excavator.
son knows.
Yeah.
A bobcat, maybe?
The Bobcat is a Bobcat, yeah. And then here we are sitting here at these wrought iron tables, drinking beer at a 30-degree angle
We
here.
have to address this. So some like
That's why I was
old,
looking
some old withered lady, literally in flip flops, who looked like she just like came off like a meth high, disheveled, walked into the brewery through the back door, and then within 2 seconds walked right back out. And I'm pretty sure they probably refused her service because she looks like.
She's going to that UPS truck.
Oh my God! Please don't say she's driving that truck.
You're cold, man. You're cold.
I'm going to go ahead and
Espe-
say yes.
Especially
So that now it makes total sense. She probably is a meth head because she drives a. Anyway,
she'd probably hear you. That's cold. Are you that mean, John?
Maybe. It depends on the person. Son.
Bring us more beer, please. Well, we got to fill some gaps here while we're waiting for beer.
let's talk about Dave Lombardo and Suicidal Tendencies.
Okay, that has nothing to do with Black Sabbath.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be Sabbath.
Another round of beers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wait for the moment. I still have too much left. I'm a wuss. Actually, just give me another humble admiration and I'll get to it.
I'll have one of those.
Make it 3. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, sir.
All
Take it
right.
easy.
So, who's your favorite member of Black Sabbath?
Being a former sort of guitar player, I mean, Tony. Tony's been the backbone of Black Sabbath the entire time.
Yeah.
So
I have a great respect for Geezer, but I am a Tony fan.
yeah.
Yeah. Geezer and Tony Iommi are the reason I'm here. I got nothing against Ozzy.
But we've seen him a million times.
Seen him a million times, whether it's himself or with the band. And so my main thing is to see Iommi and Geezer one last time.
Now, here's something I was thinking about earlier.
Oh wait. One thing we have to address: who's drumming on this tour?
I don't know his name. It doesn't matter because his name isn't Bill Ward.
Yeah.
Is it the Rage guy, or is it somebody
That's
else?
who it was last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No. That's who.
it was on the album.
Studio.
The album. It's
Yeah.
the other guy that's been touring with them. Look, I mean, everyone's like, oh, Bill Ward or no Sabbath. Okay, if that's the case, who wrote all the lyrics and who wrote all the music? The Iommi and Geezer. That's the way I look at it personally.
Yeah.
Just me. Nothing against Bill Ward. I wish he was here. He's not.
Okay,
It would be better if he was here. It'd be better if it was the original Birmingham lineup.
But are you going to say you don't want to see Iommi one last time? The fucking creator of all these riffs from all the bands we listen to that
the
have,
creator of heavy metal.
for the most part, yeah. Are you going to say, fuck, I'm not going to go see him because Bill Ward's not there? No disrespect to Bill Ward.
So let me ask you this then: if Iommi was not in the band, would you go see it?
Negative.
Negative.
That's the
Negative.
Point. That's the point. Yes.
Yes, I'm here to see him and Geezer Butler, who wrote a lot of their lyrics
Yeah.
and wrote some cool riffs along the way too.
Now I was griping at John yesterday when I saw him about the set list. I was like, there's some songs on there that are not.
Dirty Woman is one that comes to mind. Like, I don't really care.
And there's a reason for it though.
Because
you get the porn on the big screen.
We like the titties, yes.
But also because that's when Iommi does a
Iommi
solo.
shines during
And I was
that.
like, Rat Salad, and he's like, that's the drum solo. Okay,
so-
but no Bill Ward. You don't need it. Who cares about the drum solo from the guy that nobody cares about?
That I
Rat
agree.
Salad, yeah.
And that's to give Ozzy a pee break.
Or
Pretty much.
a break to do something else.
Geritol?
Ensure.
As Rush used to say, we're going to take a 15-minute Geritol break. Thanks, man. Appreciate
Are
it.
you a Black
beers
Sabbath
are
fan
here.
by chance?
Yeah.
Are you going to the show?
I wish.
You stuck here?
I am.
It's crazy too because it's literally on the other side of those trees, right?
Well, you
there.
could probably just come out here and
State your
listen.
name for the record.
Yeah.
Raleigh.
We're from the Metalheads podcast, so we're covering this
We're famous. We're legends.
in our own minds.
In our own minds.
Well, thanks, man.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
Raleigh can't get out of here fast enough.
He's like,
No,
yeah.
no, I wish I could go to the show, but I saw Ozzy at Ozfest. That counts, but it certainly was not Black Sabbath.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
It's cheers.
Cheers.
And
I'm still
audible cheers.
Somebody spilled beer. That would be me.
Yeah. I'm still drinking on the old
spitting
one.
it out of your mouth.
I never spit my beer out, unlike some people around here.
Okay, let's move on to this one. I'm behind. I'm holding the mic and talking too
I gotta
much.
tell you guys, I don't know. Maybe the whole Ozzy thing has ruined it for everybody. For me, this is like a maiden weekend though, for metal, just because I've been growing up with these guys my whole life. I still remember getting. I've said this before in the podcast.
Getting what?
Heaven and Hell. I remember buying that and getting that vinyl the first time. This has been a long process, so it sucks that Sharon Osbourne ruined it for everybody. I don't even blame Ozzy. I blame her.
Well, yeah, and that's part of it when we were saying, like, you know, total respect for Geezer, total respect for Tony. Like, I actually don't have a lot of respect for Ozzy anymore. I really don't. And part of it is the overexposure, the dumb Osbourne TV show, his last few since probably either No More Tears or No Wrestler Wicked, it's all sucked.
It still had a couple good songs on it. I thought it was a solid album.
I liked Osmosis. Okay.
Yeah, it had a couple good songs, but that's when it all went to pop.
I mean, it's almost pop. It's almost pop music at this point. So let me hear you scream.
That's horrible.
No, but I was actually about to say that one was not as bad as some of the other stuff I heard. But that's like
so formulaic.
It's like this new Metallica song. Like, yeah, okay, I kind of like it because it's not nearly as horrific as some of the other stuff they put out.
The lesser of many other evils.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Not gonna say anything.
All right.
I don't like the lesser of two evil concept, but
What
whatever.
about the lesser of two weevils?
Now that I like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone likes Weevils.
I don't know. I got a soft spot for Ozzy though too, because when I had the Heaven and Hell album, I also had Blizzard of Oz. Which you look back on it now, that should have never happened. Blizzard of Oz or Diary of a Madman, because he was a fucking mess back then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. The whole show thing is kind of annoying, but at the same time,
It was like, what, 15 years ago?
he has a new show with his son, which is actually kind of funny.
I wanted to see that.
It's him and Jack traveling around or something.
And his son saying, "You're really an idiot, aren't you?" Which is, whatever.
I heard Ozzy got emotional going back to the
Alamo?
The Alamo, yeah.
Did he pee again?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
We're so desensitized to all this stuff now. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it's funny because back in the '80s, Ozzy was Satan, man.
Yeah,
he was the poster child for Satanism.
Everybody fell for it.
Yeah, and he's probably the least satanic person in the
anyone
world.
you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he's a lovable loser, perhaps, but the devil, come on. But yeah, I mean, I remember reading all these articles. Of course, the PMRC went after everything, and
PMRC is the greatest thing that ever happened to metal.
Yes,
greatest. Dee Snider said it perfect. He's like, "Slap it on, baby. You just sold me how many more records?
Strap it on, baby." Is that what you meant?
Maybe.
Yeah.
By the way, do you guys remember the PMRC?
Dude,
I remember every minute.
Tipper Gore, baby.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I wrote an article for the school paper about him.
Oh no, Angelica, come over. Do you like Sabbath? Come in the podcast.
She can't talk now.
It's not going to pick. It's not going to pick you up unless you're right on it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not on it. Oh yeah. So anyway, the PMRC. Yeah, I was a huge Twisted Sister fan. So when Dee went to the Senate and was talking about censorship and stuff, that's when I was already a huge fan, but I fell in love with that man. Then I was like, he's our white knight. He's our hero.
Well, do you guys remember who the Holy Trinity were for that?
Yeah, it was.
Tipper Gore.
No. On our side, it was Dee Snider, Frank Zappa, and John Denver.
John Denver?
Because he had Rocky Mountain High. Yeah.
Yes, but Dee Snider, with all respect for what he did, and he did a lot. He always likes to say nobody thought I would come out here. That thought I was a dope. But Frank Zappa's the one who slayed them.
Oh, Frank Zappa was a genius.
He just destroyed them when he sat there before the committee. And D said he did too. But Frank was so articulate because he was waiting for that moment of his life, it seemed like, almost. Even though he never planned on it, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm not the biggest Zappa fan. I enjoy it. But I really loved when he was sitting there just crushing.
Watch out where those huskies go, and don't you eat that yellow
Because he was
snow.
already doing that in his music years before that, so.
My father was a huge Frank Zappa fan, and I remember listening to a lot of Frank Zappa about the
Spilled my beer.
yeah, and he flicking it all in and around my face right now.
Around your head and shoulders and necks.
Money shot.
Yeah. Metalheads podcast. Yeah. Hey, more beer.
We're going to have an episode alone just on this sitting.
I know it's kind of going on for a while, but yeah, my dad was a big, huge Frank Zappa fan, and I grew up listening to Frank Zappa. One of my favorite Megadeth songs ever is "Hook and Mouth," which is all about the PMRC, and it's great.
F is for fighting, R is for red. Ancestors' blood in battle they shed. E we elect them, E we eject them. In the land of the free and the home of the brave.
M is fucking early Megadeth albums so much.
Yeah.
I really do.
And what's weird is I thought
I didn't even get to finish.
Sorry.
M, they cover my grave with manure. D is for dying. O, your overture. M is for manure. They cover my manure. This is something I spell freedom to me. Or as long as there's a PMRC, something or other. Yeah. I loved that song so much.
And what's funny is So Far So Good So What seemed like it got panned by it, and I love that album. It's a great album. You got 502, you got the Anarchy in the UK cover.
Yeah, Mary Jane.
Yeah.
I'll give Dave this. They covered all the Sex Pistols stuff. Great. I mean, they did Problems off of the
Diadems. Yeah, not Diadems. That was a song.
Yeah.
Hidden Treasures, yeah.
Their version of Problems I thought was awesome. I mean, I'm not a Sex Pistols fan, but I love that song by the Sex Pistols. I enjoy it, so.
I like the Pistols.
Oi!
Oi!
Wait, insert J. That's a bad accent, John.
Oi, what are you talking about? That's my Monty Python. Oi! He's making the oi face. Get back that rabbit's dynamite! Confuser cat.
For those of us who remember the show on late night television.
Oh, man.
As we digress.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. That's a J, I think. I don't know. Anyway, fuck it. More beer.
Where is Jay?
California. All right. Well, are we gonna? We got any more, or do we want to?
Do we have any more Sabbath-related things?
Sabbath. Do you want to talk about? I mean,
I think we're good.
I feel like we already talked about our favorite Sabbath albums.
I think we're going to drink some beers and go to Sabbath.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll catch up with you again afterwards and give our post-mortem on the show.
Yes. Post-mortem. I do love the fact that we use that post-mortem.
Yeah. It's from Raining Blood, don't you know?
Yes.
Or Rain in Blood, rather.
From a lacerated sky. Bleeding its heart out. Oh, by the way, have you guys heard Hellbringer?
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like early Slayer.
Right on.
Oh, and two other things I want to mention. I sent this out in an email. I'm sure you guys already know.
I haven't listened yet, but I want to. Thank you.
The band Eerie.
Yep, I listened to that. They're kind of cool. I only got a couple songs in.
It's weird because the album cover looks like a total 80s death metal cover.
It's like a Troglodyte album.
Yeah, exactly. It does. But the music...
Will likes the bands that cover Bigfoot.
Yes.
That's what, you know.
Oh, my son has the greatest shirt. He's got that classic photo of, photo in air quotes of Bigfoot, and it says hide and seek world champion. My son has. I've been dying to take a picture of this shirt
and he doesn't know what it means.
No, absolutely not. But I want to send it to Troglodyte in Twitter. Like, dude, is this your shirt? It's like, are you selling these shirts to kids at Target?
Oh man, that makes me think of the shirt I bought via Amazon, which is the famous photo, but the backhand is a fucking beer glass and he's trugging through, and I wanted to have that for Death Fest, and it came and it didn't look good on me.
Don't you hate that?
Yes. Are you saying it didn't fit?
Oh, it fit.
It just doesn't hang right.
If you're a Simpsons fan, you remember the episode where Homer starts wearing the muumuu. I may be big, but I ain't that big.
Yeah, I hate that. It's like I get shirts, and like I ordered a Death Sound of Perseverance shirt. It was like gold Death logo. It looked sweet on the page, and then I got it and I put it on. I'm like, that doesn't look good.
Kind of like the shirt I gave Will today, the Gojira shirt. I was like, this is a fucking headband on me.
Well, it's like I get like 3Xs because I'm a big boy, but sometimes they just don't hang right. It's like where the art is or something, and they just look wrong.
The neck stretches, and then you look like the fat guy, homeless guy in the street. You know?
Yeah, it's just like nope, not wearing that. I've probably got more shirts that I will not wear like that than I do that I will wear.
Sorry, I'm making gestures. This is the weirdest weather day ever in Virginia,
which is super bright and sunny.
Which is typical Virginia weather.
Yeah, it just broke out. Now wait,
Florida weather today.
Now we need sunglasses. I'm probably getting sunburned. I mean, we've been out here for like an hour.
It would be raining at like 8:40 when the show started, for various reasons why, but without giving away the show.
Yes,
there's still some dark clouds, but
yeah,
the other thing I will say is Blood Incantation. New death metal death metal band, dude. It's good.
Yeah,
it
is. It's a little more old school.
Yeah, no, but that's why I love it. I mean, it sounds like stuff I grew up listening to.
I've been reading some reviews. People love it.
Yeah, I think Decibel gave it a 9.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I was listening to it before that. Yeah.
Long before fucking Decibel.
He was listening to them when they weren't even around yet.
Oh, by the way, so
there's a lot of by the ways in this episode.
Yeah.
By the way,
of like a 5-minute.
This is a 5. Hey, hi, my name's Jay.
But I'm not going to talk.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore about that. But I really, really like it, and I think it's great. So Decibel Magazine may or may not be planning a huge heavy metal and beer festival in Philly in April.
Is that something that you can legally say?
I don't know. I may or may not be.
There might be an event, maybe. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Are you like, I shouldn't have said that?
No. I don't know. I don't know, but I just I'm super excited, and there's a very good chance that Atlas Brewworks will be part of it.
Right. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Nudge,
say
nudge,
no more.
wink, wink. We are working on it, and we've been invited.
Right.
That might mean somebody might
Excuse
be
me.
there that we know.
There's
When is it?
The end of April in Philly.
So instead of, say, Maryland Death Fest, we could go to Philly.
It's coming in April. There's a show coming. I'm going to in April.
Amorphous.
Amorphous
We're going
and
you're going to Amorphous with us.
Amorphous and Swallow the Sun.
Yeah, we're going
Where
to
is
that.
it?
In Baltimore. Well, we'll go to Philly too.
Soundstage, isn't it?
Yeah, you're going.
Okay.
Yeah. Swallow the Sun. Got to see that.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all you got. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. One more time.
Sabbath. Ew.
Wee-hoo, Sabbath. All right. We'll see you after.
Knock their fucking heads off.
Not exactly Black Sabbath, but it'll do.
Yeah.
So here we are post Sabbath the end. Why don't we start with trying to get to the venue? Last week.
Let's start with who's here.
No, this is all part of the last one. It's still George and John and Will.
Okay. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is John.
Hi, my name is John.
And last we...
yes.
John just...
We're on University.
He orgasm.
He just had a cargasm.
Because we just spent about 3 minutes eventually moving out of the parking lot after spending almost the whole entire show trying to get into the parking lot.
Yeah, so last we left you, we were leaving the Tin Cannon, and we were literally, 2 blocks from the venue?
It was, I think, roughly a total of a mile. A whole drive.
Yeah.
1 mile.
And as usual, Jiffy Lube Live in Bristow, Virginia is a flaming piece of shit.
Yes.
And getting that last mile took, let's see, at least an hour.
I think it was an hour just to get to the parking lot. 1 mile.
Yeah.
And then we had to walk like a mile, it seemed like, just to get to the seats.
Yeah. So we completely missed Rival Sons. Didn't even hear them. They weren't even playing when we were trying to walk up.
I'm sorry, Dr. Lang. We didn't. We tried. We really tried. And there was some a-hole who decided to have another round of beers at Tin Cannon, and that's what killed it.
Who was that anyway?
That was me.
Well, but hold on. I don't think that counts anymore because we got out of the parking lot literally 5 minutes when the car started up.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 minutes. Maybe 6. I don't know. So it worked out in the end, I guess.
Yeah. So we managed to walk in, like we were getting to like show our tickets at the not to get in, but you know you show them your ticket so you can go down the aisle you want to get to. Is when they we heard the crowd go crazy and they started playing Black Sabbath as we were walking in and going to the seats. So at least we didn't miss any of that.
No, we got to actually see the whole show. So that was good.
And I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was a really good show. The last time I saw them, Ozzy sounded like shit. And frankly, I thought he sounded really good. Probably one of the best I've heard him sing. I mean,
he was better than he has been, yes.
He was in key, which last time I saw him, he was way off.
He was in key and actually remembered the lyrics. That's always a plus.
Well, there's a reason for that, though.
Yeah, he's got the teleprompter.
Yeah, you saw he had more monitors in front of him than the whole band combined.
But
that's what you got to do.
I did not notice them, but that's a good point.
They're probably sitting in front of these speaker monitors.
So, and I only know that because when I saw them at Madison Square Garden, we were on stage, meaning up on the side, looking straight down the stage, and you could see the monitors right there in front of them.
Okay.
So that's the only reason I know.
And, it's like, he wasn't perfect.
No.
But he was in key, but sometimes he would be getting to the end of a line and he would fall off a little short of hitting the high note or whatever.
Yeah.
But
he only said "we love you" maybe 40 times tonight.
Yeah.
Which was not much.
And
I would actually have to say he probably may have said it 6 or 7 times, which is about 40 short of what he usually says.
Exactly.
And he didn't do the what I like to call the leapfrog, which he used to do the leapfrog a lot. He'd bend over and he'd hop like a freaking frog or something, and that was really.
He did this weird thing at one point where he was just looked like he was standing over. Like bending over.
He was like doing like a mummy thing, like the arms out.
Yeah. Like it looked like he was trying to touch his toes like a fat man who couldn't. It was very bizarre.
Yeah.
And then there was the Pee Wee Herman dance.
Yeah, that was weird. You mentioned that to me. I was like, oh my God, he really is.
It was Fairies Wear Boots, and it was like, the riff, and at the end of the riff he'd go like, swing, and he'd like throw his hands out and thrust his crotch out. Yeah. It was like, is like the little Pee Wee Herman dance. That was kind of funny. So at least, he's always got some kind of dance.
My daughter Evelyn would be proud. She loves that song.
And you filmed some of it for her.
I did, so I can't wait. Tomorrow morning I will show her the video that I did for the Fairies Wear Boots.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, that was a good time though.
Yeah, it seemed kind of short given how long we were in the car. It was an hour. It was an hour and a half set roughly.
Yeah.
And since we didn't catch any openers or anything, it was like in and out. It was, and they started early for a headline. It was like what, 8:40?
I think 8:40.
Which is most headliners probably start at 9:30 and then end at 11. They started at 8:40 and finished at like 20 after 10 or so.
Work in the morning. I actually have a responsible job now, so I'm good with that.
Me too. I've got an extra hour drive home, so it's still going to be late, but it's not going to be 2 o'clock in the morning, hopefully.
No, which is nice.
And at 4 a.m. like Death Fest was.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
That sucked.
And I got home before you dropped me off first. I was just like, oh my God, it's the sun coming up yet?
So any disappointments from tonight? Anything that you really wanted to hear them play that they didn't? And we all knew the set list.
Yeah, we knew it. So it was like it's like we said before. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, or like something like Symptom of the Universe. Or
good. Yeah.
The set list being only 2 songs post Master Reality is kind of a bummer, but whatever. I mean, they kind of did like their early years greatest hits kind of thing. So.
And as I was, before we were talking, and I was bitching about like Rat Salad and stuff, and the drum solo had to be at least 10 minutes long.
It was way longer than it needed to be.
You could have put in 2 more songs, or even 1 long song, instead of the stupid drum solo, which it's just an antiquated thing that nobody does anymore except the old time bands.
Yeah.
And that really was just their bathroom break and changing diapers, I guess.
I guess what. The drum solo tonight, what makes it irrelevant, even though it was very good, and I'm not a drummer, it sounded really good, It's not Bill Ward. So, like, why are we listening to this other guy doing a gigantic drum solo for 10 minutes where I'd rather have another Sabbath song?
Yeah,
Like
no offense to him, but he's,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and it's like, he's a great drummer, clearly. He knows his stuff. He's drumming for Black Sabbath. I don't even know his name.
Tommy something.
Yeah, whatever. Like, does a great job, but I would rather hear Scepter of the Universe in that time frame.
I'd rather them just have 2 sets and just take 10 minutes and everyone take a break, turn the lights on for a second, and if you're not going to play a song.
Yeah, for the end, you'd think they would have really gone all out like a 2-hour plus show, but still, you know, it was good for what it was.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
And,
so
you know-
those are the bitches. What are the highlights? What are the accolades?
Tony Iommi.
Tony Iommi, man.
His solo during Dirty Women, or
Yeah.
it was just, I realize
On fire.
he's not technically as great as some of these young guys today, but it doesn't matter. For him, that was awesome.
The one thing I always notice is that he's obviously a phenomenal guitar player, a technically bad guitar player. That his thumb is way over the bridge. It's one thing I always look at. I mean, that is technically a bad technique. Technically a bad technique. Does that make any sense? He has bad technique. He probably could be a much better guitar player.
Most of the great guitar players have bad technique, I think.
I know.
Because they're doing their own thing.
Yeah. Their own thing.
Own thing, man. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you literally just say thing?
Yes, I did.
Are in Manassas, so.
Man
asses.
Man asses.
Speaking of which, you know... No, I'm not going there.
What?
No,
You
no.
talk about my ass. It's okay.
No. It's all right. I'll tell you later.
All right.
He'll show you later.
I saw you eyeing up John's ass. I mean, it's cool.
Ain't much to see, trust me. So, I mean, you're looking at my ass, you ain't seen nothing.
You know, one thing I was thinking about during that drum solo was, you know, I'm sure each of these, at least Ozzy, Tony, and Geezer have their own, rooms. What the fuck do you call them? Dressing rooms. Which, by default, I guess would give the drummer his own, unless he has to go with the opening band or something. But I was curious about that. I was like, you know, he's the hired gun. How much does he actually hang out with the band? Is he like, he shows up for rehearsal and then goes home and then shows up for the show and they just go out on stage and they never talk to him? Or does he hang out and, come over for barbecues and, stuff like that?
We also have to wonder how much is Ozzy, Geezer, and Tony hanging out at this point.
There's a stretch limo right next to us. That could be them.
Yeah, John, why don't you rent one of those for us? I mean, come on,
Why don't you
man.
follow it, man? See where it's going.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, really? That's
probably just a bunch of drunk people that took a limo.
Ozzy's going to look out the window, louder!
Yeah.
Then we'll know.
We love you all!
Love you all!
Yeah. Well,
It's funny, he's up there clapping and stuff. It looks like he's enjoying watching his grandchildren do something fun. He's like, oh, bully!
that's the one thing about him. He doesn't move around anymore on stage.
And yet he moves around a lot more than Geezer and Tony.
Oh yeah, so that is what my one takeaway is. Those fuckers don't move at all. And Ozzy, I think I saw him run back and forth on the stage twice. That's it.
Geezer and Iommi do this real slow walk. They just kind of walk over here, and you're like, oh, when did he end up over there?
Yeah.
You don't really notice it because they don't run around the stage at all.
It's like magic.
Yeah, exactly.
They're too busy playing history.
Yeah.
During the Paranoid, the encore, I got a little sad. I'm like, this morbid finality that I've never had at a show before, knowing I'm probably never going to see any of these guys in the flesh again. I mean, Ozzy's not going to retire, but I'm probably not going to go see him either.
Wait, so what is the status between Sharon and Ozzy? Are they getting divorced? Are they separated?
No, they're back together.
They're back together. She does not want to see the Gravy Train leave?
Probably.
Okay.
Who knows?
I want to talk about the ridiculous prices of beer. There's one thing to be said, that not a single one of us had a beer actually when we got to the venue, because
Not that we really had time to either.
well, we didn't have time, but there was there was a line that was zero that you could have walked in and you grabbed your own craft beer out of the cooler. There's some air quotes going on here.
There was one like large like bottle that was like $40.
So they had Goose Island Sophie, Goose Island owned by Budweiser. You got a large bottle of Sophie, it's a Belgian pale ale, for $42 fucking dollars. And you could get a bottle of another Budweiser product. You could get
They should be ashamed of themselves for that.
yeah, I mean it's crazy. So you could get Devil's Backbone Vienna Lager for $11 for a 12-ounce bottle.
Shame on them.
And yeah, there's I pointed out to Will. There's a sign that says craft beer $16.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is just fucking robbery.
So thank you, Tin Cannon. We got our fill of beer.
Yeah.
There, and yeah, it was outrageous. It was more outrageous than I remember. I think you could used to get like a big, like 16 or 24 ounce draft beer, usually Star Hill or whatever, something like that, for like $9.
Yeah, that's where. What the hell's the other outdoor? Merriweather.
Yeah.
Merriweather's a lot better for options and even pricing's a little lower.
No, it was just ridiculous. It was-
Anytime Live Nation's involved, you're getting screwed.
I mean, it's just like a serious epic fail on their part. And I have to say, like, it's got to drive down sales. Like, how many people are really, like, I didn't see that many people drinking or eating, like, around us.
Except for those funnel cakes that smelled so damn good.
They did smell good, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, they were doing some other things around us the whole show.
Yeah,
Somebody was busting wind.
Yeah. Well, there was that too.
Yeah, well, it's funny because, you go to a metal show or even, a rock show, and you're used to smelling pot when the bands are playing. You're like, oh, there it is.
You know what? It's funny is I remember a lot more as a kid, and then there was like a 20, 30-year period where it just seemed like it was very intermittent, if ever, and then now it's like way more. But like, I remember I had to go to when we went to Maryland Death Fest. I think 2 days later I had to take a drug test for the government. It's like I was nervous because I didn't do it, but secondhand contact high smoke. I was like, I may fail this.
Yeah, and it's funny because while we certainly did smell pot, there was a lot of like cigar and possibly even like pipe smoke.
Yeah.
It was a lot sweeter than like a cigar smoke.
Well, yeah, you got to think the cost of those tickets. It's nobody's gonna be smoking some cheap ass Black Cats out there or something like that.
Yeah. So
it was nice to be. I think I was maybe the youngest person there tonight.
you were definitely one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my buddy's kids. They were probably younger. That's about it.
Yeah. Oh, so that was Joe's kids.
Him and his 2 kids.
His left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Who apparently didn't have any better luck getting in either. It took them a long time to get in also.
Yeah.
So, what, anything else? We're just driving home on 66 right now, right? I wasn't paying attention.
We're on 60. We are on 66.
66, yeah.
Yes. Nice.
So,
we are somewhere near Fairfax. So nobody knows what that means except if you live in the area of Northern Virginia.
Yep.
That's all.
It's funny how ridiculous 66 is trying to get into the show, but when you get out, it's relatively peaceful.
For now, don't jinx it.
Sorry.
We haven't gotten to the Beltway yet.
I do want to give a big shout out to my buddy Sam Puffenbarger, who was a brewer. Sorry, did I spit all over you when I said that?
Thank
you can't say Sam's last name, Puffenbarger, without like screaming it in some German like crazy nonsense. Anyway, so Sam was there with his wife Anka. Sam was a brewer with me at Atlas, and we both left Atlas sort of around the same time.
Under mysterious circumstances.
Under mysterious circumstances. Now he's at DC Brown now, which is another great brewery. We've mentioned them a couple times. He was there with his wife Anka, who's a phenomenal human being who loves metal, and Steve Woz was there, who works in the tap room at Atlas. So
Steve Wozniak.
Yeah, do you know Steve Wozniak? I mean, that is his name, Steve Wozniak.
That is not his name.
Yeah.
Like
the Apple guy.
Yeah, the Apple guy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's really his name?
Yeah, his name's Wozniak, but everyone calls him Woz. Yeah, his name is Wozniak. Anyway, he was there, so I snuck away, as you guys know, for like
half the set.
No. I was during some song, and then I stuck away for I was during War Pigs, which I heard
think
it.
you left at Hand of Doom, maybe?
No. I stayed for Hand of Doom and stuck away for some song. Anyway, got
Behind
to go.
the Wall of Sleep, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it was. And then it was War Pigs. But anyway, met up with those guys. It was great to see them. Anyway, big shout out to Sam and the Waz and Anka. Yeah, it was good. Like, we all knew like 20 people at this show.
I knew you and you.
All right, well, I knew like 20 people who were there.
And DC Metal Chris.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
who we didn't see, at least I didn't.
Yeah, we didn't see, but I felt like I had to see somebody I knew. So
yeah, it's not a show unless Will's seen somebody.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just because we didn't have any time, didn't run into anybody for the first time in like a long time at that place. I usually always see at least 5 or 6 people I know.
I didn't even use the bathroom at the venue. When we pulled into park, I went into the porta potty, and then as we were leaving, I hit it again. I didn't even sit in my seat. I just walked in, I stood there, I watched, and I left.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we did, I was hoping to stop by the merch booth on the way out, but that was ridiculously long lines.
Yeah.
So
because it's really smart to put merch right where all the sections filter out, and so they all collide into each other right there, and fights break out when people push each other. That's a smart move on Nissan, Jiffy Lube, whatever your name is, venue's part.
And then they've got a merch booth at the exit that was already shut down.
Yeah, exactly. It's unreal.
So, no new Black Sabbath The End tour poster for the bar.
Nope.
But you can probably get one on the site for $52.99, so.
Plus $100 shipping.
Yes, exactly, because it'll be coming
So you have to pay tax, shipping, and...
Provide your own tube.
And whatever the sharing tax as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Oh, boy.
All right, well, it didn't rain at all.
No, we got lucky considering it was pouring when we were driving down, in certain spots. So we got lucky today.
Yeah.
With that. Just getting in was the only issue for the whole day.
Yep. So it was fun. It was good to see you guys. And I don't know. Any closing words?
It was great. My only regret is not bringing my daughter.
Okay. John?
I had a great time. It was really fun seeing my friends, and I hope we can do it again real soon.
Yes. Yeah, so next up, John and I will be traveling to Atlanta for Prog Power. Not Power Prog, as I am so fond of saying on the podcast. I like power more than prog, so I put that first. A couple of weeks we'll be driving to Atlanta, so we'll probably be doing more of these recordings then.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you then. See ya.
Later.
Goodbye.